How do we meet? I actually met Katie in college. We were at a fraternity party that I had joined. It's funny because she played soccer and grew up 5 miles down the road from where me and where I grew up too. We were literally 5 miles away, and we didn't meet all these times. She knew my friends, I knew her friends, but we never met until college.
So we met at Pi Cap, but before then we met at a Halloween party at this girl Monica's house. She's actually coming to the wedding, and it was my best friend, and we met, and he had a girlfriend, and I had just been dumped, and so we talked literally for like 3 or 4 hours, and then we went months and months without ever talking again, and then we met up at Pi Cap, and I guess the rest is history.
What is my favorite quirk about Katie? It'd probably be her funny dance moves when she thinks she's telling a good joke or she thinks she wants to be a professional dancer. She does these weird moves, and it just cracks me up every time. Was it love at first sight? Yeah, for me it was. She's gonna tell you, oh well, I thought we were friends, but no, for me it was love at first sight. It was something that hit me, and I was like, oh man, this girl. But yeah, it was love at first sight for me.
Was it love at first sight? I guess so. I mean, we talked the entire night that we met, and I feel like we had a really good connection. It was just super easy to talk to him, and he was really outgoing and fun, so I would say so, but maybe a little bit more on his end than on my end.
My first impression of Evan was that he looks like a nice guy. Like, he actually sent flowers to Katie right after their first date, and I thought, oh wow, this is an actual guy that's taking time to actually think about her and make it a point that he's thinking about her. So that was really sweet.
So on our first date, he picked me up at my house, and he didn't tell me what we were doing, so I was wearing a skirt and a really cute shirt, and then he took me to Stars and Strikes, and we played a lot of games and laser tag, and we went to eat after that, and he went all out because we went to a movie to end the night off, so he literally went all out because I don't think he had a lot of money then. He was like, we're just going to go play games and get dinner and go to a movie, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Our first date I thought was going to be, I couldn't decide between 3 different dates, so we did all 3. I picked her up from her house, and she was wearing a dress, and then I brought her out to a town out in Hiram, and we went to the movies, because I was like, oh, a movie date, that sounds fun. We went to the movies. Then we went to eat, and I was like, oh, we'll go eat. That's another part of a date. We went to eat and got dinner, and then we went to Huey Louie's out in Hiram. It's a Mexican restaurant, it's good. And then I was like, oh, wait, let's go play games. So we did another date where we went to Stars and Strikes on the same night. So all 3 nights, I spent a lot of money. She probably thought I was balling, but I was like broke after that night. But yeah, it was a good first date.
So I think of Evan as like the perfect guy for Katie, and we're all, as her best friends, always like, where's our Evan? We need an Evan. He's perfect. So I think he's like very godly and just a good dad, and he just loves Katie so much, and you can just see it through like his actions. So he's just like perfect for Katie.
What I think of Katie is she's just a great person for Evan. Like, she's just a great person to be around in general, and it's kind of hard to find a girl who like accepts somebody as weird as Evan all the time, no matter what. She's just an awesome mom, a fun person to be around. I couldn't think of anybody better than her for Evan.
What I think of Katie, I think Katie is a very smart, passionate, loving young woman who fell in love with my brother, gave me a niece who's very beautiful, and she makes him happy, and to me that's the most important thing. That's what love is, you know. That's, you find somebody you claim as your best friend, and whoever makes you happy. So I think that's what that is. That's what I think of Katie. I think she's someone who loves my brother very much and wants to spend the rest of her life with him.
I think Evan is crazy because he loves Katie, who is crazy. But that's a good thing because Katie needs someone that's going to be spontaneous and adventurous and loving, because Katie is very, very, like, to herself sometimes, and she needs someone that needs to, like, bring her out. And Evan does that beautifully. He makes Katie feel like she can do anything. Honestly, I think he could convince her that she could fly if he wanted to. I mean, Katie would do anything for Evan, and Evan would do anything for Katie, and I think that's the most beautiful kind of love there is.
My first impression of Katie was that she was very quiet and very shy. It seemed like, but then as I got to know Katie, that's not the case.
I think Evan is honestly perfect for Katie. He is on this earth for her, and I think he's the best dad, and watching him with Emery just like makes my heart smile.
My favorite memory of Evan, there's honestly too many just to pick one. I've probably forgotten more memories than I could actually remember, especially right now. But one that definitely sticks out is, back in high school, we used to hang out and, we would drink and stuff and do whatever. But this one time, we were just hanging out with a couple people, planned to have only a couple beers, and Evan, I swear I just went to the bathroom, I turned around, and Evan's like, yeah, I just drank 10 beers. I was like, all right. And then we went to sleep, and at this point in time, Evan probably been over to my house at least 500 times, right? He used to live at my house. And we went to sleep, and he, falls out of the bed. I asked him if he was all right. He's like, yeah, I'm all right. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I just got to go to the bathroom. And he turns to me, and he goes, where's the bathroom at? Which was, of course, the weirdest thing ever, because he's been to my house, 500 times. And I'm like, it's where it always is, right outside to the left. So he goes, out of my bedroom, and he takes a right instead of a left, and he walks into my brother's bedroom. I'm like, what the hell is he doing in there? And I start hearing this weird noise, like he's peeing on the ground or something. And so I rushed out and I grab him, I'm like, what are you doing? And I throw him into the bathroom, and he finishes peeing. It was like the longest pee in the history of the world, I swear. And so I'm standing there kind of in disbelief, like, this dude just peed on the floor in my house. Are you serious right now? And he walks out of the bathroom, and the reason I remember this is because he had the most innocent, goofy looking expression on his face, and he just goes, what's up, man? Like, he completely forgot what he just did. And I asked him, I was like, are you serious right now? It's like, you just peed on the floor. And he was dead serious, looked me in the eyes and goes, nah, man, that must have been your dog or something, and just went and fell back asleep. I was like, are you serious? So that, to me, is something I'll never forget, especially just because the look he had on his face at that time.
I think my favorite moment when Katie was little was that we were at a movie, and Katie was about 18 months, I'd say, and it showed her tenacity and her strength, even at that age. We were sitting next to this little boy who was probably about 5 years old, and his father. And Katie straddled the armrest, grabbed the little boy's drink, and looked over to him and said, mine. And the little boy reached over to his drink, and she reached over to grab his popcorn, and he pulled back, and she goes, mine, move. And I looked over and I apologized to the dad. I said, I'm so sorry. And this man was just laughing. And he told his son, he said, see, you better learn how to deal with women, because women will tell you what to do and rule you. And I think seeing that in my little girl, that she had her own confidence and everything, that was a good moment for me.
My favorite baby memory of Evan is when we took him to the beach, because he was so huge, and he wore his grandfather's bathing suit and it barely fit, and he was just playing in the sand and eating it, and just having a ball. That's my favorite. He was just had a little tiny little suit on, he barely fit into.
My favorite memory of Evan. So there's a million, but I feel like we're supposed to say embarrassing stuff, so I'm gonna roll with this. So when we play board games, for some reason he struggles under pressure. So one time we're playing, I can't remember what game it was, but he had to read the word. He has to get you to say it. The word is dehumidifier, and he is shouting dehumdifer, dehumdifer, and no one knows what the heck he's trying to say. So about the third or fourth time, buzzer runs out, and we look at him like, what are you talking about? Hands the card, and it's dehumidifier. So that was a funny one. But we were playing one of the games, and you had to say he was trying to get, I think, JD to say monkey see, monkey do, and the hint is monkey or primate sees then imitates, and he's screaming primate sees then inmates. So no one has any idea what's happening or what that could mean. So that's another really bad one. And then the worst one, or my favorite of all of them, is the Mojave Desert. Yeah, no one's ever heard of the Mojave Desert. So that has to top the charts there. So those are at least some embarrassing ones that I can throw out there.
So my favorite memory of Katie, there's quite a few, a little inappropriate and some really sweet, but the really inappropriate funny ones, I would say me and Katie we're always the ones probably the first people to pass out when we're with our friends. And yeah, we're usually the first people to pass out. We love to dance, and I would say another serious memory is that me and her are always there for each other. We're always praying for each other, and that just always meant a lot to me.
So the most embarrassing memory of Evan, me, Jake, and Mason, and Evan were watching, I believe, Borat in my bedroom, and we're drinking, and it's like 3 in the morning, and my dad, we're just being loud, playing music, watching a movie. Dad walks in, slings open the door, and he goes, "Y'all need to be quiet." Evan turns around, "Want a drink?" Everybody's just like, my dad's just like, slams the door, walks back out, and everybody's like, "Okay, maybe you should stop."
I'm feeling happy, a little stressed because a lot of things to do at the last minute, but mostly happy and excited for Evan and Katie. A lot of joy that we've been planning this for a year, and that the big day is finally going to be here tomorrow, so really happy.
So I was actually very excited about the wedding when I heard that they were getting married. I wanted to be at the engagement, but I couldn't make it. But I didn't think it was ever going to happen because it just took forever to happen. And then this past week I was like, oh my gosh, it's here. So yeah, I'm very excited.
I think that Katie and Evan are a great couple.
Wake miles are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. The dreams that you dare to, why, oh why can't I?
Evan, Katie's always right. Just continue, even when she's wrong. Just let her be right. And you know how stubborn she can be sometimes, so just don't fight her on the little stuff. That's about it.
Make sure your socks are folded in the drawer. You know what I'm saying? Rolled up. You know, this one right here just leaves them unrolled. No, but all seriousness, you both come first, regardless of the relationship. Sure, Emmy may be hurt at one point, and something may happen to Emery, God forbid. But always know that you're both going to be there for one another, and just be honest. I've learned from my mistakes. I'm glad to have your sister as my companion. A lot of hardships go into it. You're gonna argue, I promise. But you guys are always gonna have one another. So best of luck.
I'm obviously not married, so I don't have any type of marriage advice. But I know you're a great guy, and my sister, like she said, Katie's always right. And just don't do anything stupid to her. Like you said, you guys are together, it's like unity. And just don't do anything stupid to her, and we'll be good.
Drew have to beat you up.
Yeah, I'll have to beat you up.
Hey, there's a lot of us coming for you, by the way.
But we love you, Evan, and we know that would be. That's why we actually picked you.
What do we want to tell them? Want me to go first?
I don't know what I'm saying.
Just continue to love each other. I think that's really important. We're going to support you no matter what you decide. But I think that's the most important thing. That's what you came together for today, is to love each other.
And communication.
Yeah, that's probably pretty big.
Communication is key.
Communication's big, not fighting, but that's going to happen anyway, so whatever. No, just continue to love each other through everything. I think that's the most important thing.
And have fun and go on dates a lot.
Yeah, get a babysitter.
Go on dates at least like once a week or once a month.
Once a month?
Yeah. Or once a week. I don't know.
Yeah, that would probably be about it.
Yeah.
Yo. I'm only kidding.
I feel after the wedding, how do I feel after the wedding? I feel great. Everything went great. It's really stressful to be at the right now. That they're married. I'm happy that they're happy. They're meant to be. You?
How I feel after the wedding. You asked me a bunch of questions yesterday, and I don't know if I really conveyed how I feel. But I told you I was proud of both of them for what they've done and how they've come through this. But I am really proud of both of them, and I love them both dearly. I feel really happy.
As far as parenting advice, I would say love and discipline. You have to temper it, you have to have both. You can't have one without the other. You can't just give a child all love and no discipline, and you can't just be hardcore discipline without love. You'll have a good kid if you do both.
And
And when they get old enough, my philosophy has always been, my job as a parent is to give my kids everything and anything that they want. That's my job. And their job is to give me the reason to do it. And if your child does that, you'll be more than happy
I have a message for you. Not everything is going to go peaches and cream. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. But remember what you went through today, and make sure that that emotion takes over when the peaches and cream aren't peaches and cream. Your turn.
Well, there's always going to be difficult times. We had them, and you just have to work together on it. You have to be a team. It's not one-sided. You have to be. So that's my advice. Be a team and figure things out together. It's not always one way or one person's decision.
But Evan, you're probably going to be right.
How do we feel? I feel pretty great. I don't know how you feel.
Samesies.
Feeling good? Yeah, we're feeling really good about this whole wearing the ring thing. It feels great.
Yeah, no, I feel good. This is good. I feel like the night ended up perfect. We've been a little bit busy talking to a lot of people, but
a lot of people.
Other than that, I feel like it definitely fit us. There's been a lot of tears, a lot of crying, but I feel like overall it's been perfect. So tonight, after
What are we doing now? What are we doing now?
Right now, we're partying on the dance floor is what we're going to be doing in just a minute.
Then
and then
we're
after,
gonna,
go ahead.
We're gonna go on a honeymoon, and we're gonna go
No,
to
that's
Dominican
next
Republic.
month.
And
We're going to be
party.
going out in Carrollton right now.
Oh yeah, Carrollton, the square. Be there, or B square. All right. What are our long-term goals from here? We want a house, and we want to cook this baby that's in there. No, I'm just kidding. There's no other
There
kid.
is not a
we
kid
have
in
one
there.
child, and that's it. That was a joke. But
we're
no.
just trying to get a house,
Yeah.
probably move out of his parents' house, graduate college,
Graduate college.
get really good jobs,
and
and
be
probably
ballers.
branch out our family.
No, ball out our family.
Or ball out.
Yeah.
And branch out our family. We just want to thank everybody so much for coming out and being a part of this big day. It was a really huge production. It took a lot of people, a lot of money, a lot of time, and it ended up being perfect. This is literally the best day of our lives, and I'm just really glad it went so well. So thank you to everybody who contributed, who came out, participated, the wedding party, everybody.
Y'all look so beautiful and so handsome. So good job. You dressed up nice. You look great.